Welcome to Esperance and Sabbatical. Today I'm going to tell you a story. It's a little bit of a private story, but I think it's worth telling, to help all the other folks out there. So yeah, I got scammed in Ghana, and this is the story. And mind you, the reason why I'm revealing this is so that it serves as a warning to others who might, in other case, take the same path as I, and then end up losing their livelihood, to this very much common scam, So it's worth understanding that Ghana is a prime destination for African or people of African origin, due to its display of openness, into welcoming former children and descendants of slaves, and like blah 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 stuff like that. Anyway, but it has established itself quite well, and it's made itself one of the prime destinations into history tourism. Now, with that obviously comes criminal, criminal or people with a criminal mind who want to tarnish Ghana's image, as a potential hub for African American or people of African origin or African in general, coming in to settle or to establish themselves. So these criminals actually work with several strategies. They employ different means, to get to their end. And I was victim of this one here. It was by a man called Fortunato Atu Dorku. That is his name. So see, when I arrived in Ghana, I knew that I was going to be, West Africa, moving left, right, center. And yeah, so I had with me, some saving, but it wasn't alone because I have an associate, a very close associate of mine. It was basically, they are of Ghanaian origin, so they were swayed by Fortunato's Atu's Dorku's girlfriend at the time to invest into a business that he was running. So we wanted to see him in Community 2, in Tema Community 2. We went to his office. It's not far from the Ghana Central Bank, or GCB, or something like that, as it is called. And his company is called Olga Dorks, or something like that. So we went to see him. I sat with him, just to weigh, what he had to offer. And it was quite convincing, basically, he deals, or he poses as if he deals into import and export. And he offered, because he's Ghanaian, so he knows the Ghanaian market quite well, and then he has supplies from all over the world. He allegedly claimed to have supply from all over the world, so we could just tell him where or how he will know what to get, and then he will import it into Ghana. Now, it was very convincing, and you have to say he knows how to portray himself, and he makes sure that his reputation before the scam precedes him, So his then girlfriend was like, yes, I know, I can vouch for him. He's a very good man. I think they'd only been together for like less than like a couple of months. But turns out later on that she thought she was the girlfriend, but she was just a pawn in his scheme. So what he does is he makes sure that he surrounds himself with either friends or people that know people that he might potentially scam later on. I'll give you an example. Let's say, for instance, I know you, and then you have somebody who has money, and I can scam them. So I befriend you so that I can get closer to the person that I will scam, So him befriending her, or being the boyfriend, was basically part of the scheme where he wanted to have her around because he knew that she could open him. She can open new ways for him, into his scam. So we saw him, and then we told him, so what can you get? He will tell you, if it's from Turkey, this is what you can get. If it's from China, this is what you can get. It sells here. If you want from if it's from Dubai, this is what you can get. You can get this and that and that and that. It was quite interesting. He knew his stuff very well. I mean, again, scammers do know their stuff very well because they have to appear convincing. So Fortunato Atsu tells us, in good faith, in my partner, my associate, um, before we start big, we're gonna have to start small just to prove that that I can deliver. So we're gonna buy something. You're gonna give me a little bit of money, and then I'm gonna buy goods, and then I will bring them here. I will ship them. I will import them into Ghana, clear them, and then find retailers. And then when it's sold, you and I can split profits. I was like, okay, that's good for a start. We can look into that. And then the girlfriend also, his then girlfriend, was like, yes, I think we can do that, and then we will see how it goes from there. So meeting concluded, we left his office, and then 2 days later on, he rings me. No, he rings my associate, and tell them, no, I have found a product. I'm gonna have to mute the product and mute all these things because, as you will hear, there's an ongoing case on that, so I won't be able to reveal so many things. But I found this product and this and that. So, and then if you can give me $4,000, or you can send me $4,000, I will buy it, and then I will bring it here, and then we can do what we agreed upon. So, I'm not Ghanaian, so I'm not really sure of how things are done in Ghana. Remember, I was just there for like less than 2 weeks or so, But, I decided to transfer, to wire $4,000 into his account in that country, the country that he mentioned. We sent the money there, but it wasn't his account, it was somebody else's account. And there comes the problem. The goods were supposed to arrive in less than 3 weeks. Then a month passes, nothing. And then a second month, and then stories begin. Oh, well, we didn't buy it then. Now we're gonna buy now, and then they're on their way. And the next day, after 2 months, he calls. He says, "We bought the goods, and then they're coming. So in three weeks or so, they will be here." After 3 weeks, the story changes. "Oh, sorry, the goods that were bought were not for you. It was for somebody else, but yours will be on the way in the next shipment." So the story started rolling like that, to a point where he to the extent, to close his scam, he fabricated a very interesting story to say that the person we sent the goods to passed on. So the money was locked into his account, and there's nothing and nothing he can't claim and all that, so the money is just gone like that. Already, after 3 months, we knew something was up, but we were already getting scammed bit by bit. And then it dawned on us that that was actually what he did, because somebody else came forward, a friend of the girlfriend as well, that, oh no, the man is a fraudster, and this and that and that and that, told us the story as well. Then we realized that, what he does, he targets, foreign nationals or people coming into Ghana and are not aware of how the system works, lures them in, as a very knowledgeable person on his